welcome to the February of 2018 edition of Stupid News. Now, hopefully all of you know that whenever I do these videos, I always do the stupid news that happened in the previous month and not the current month, because obviously the current month is not over, and there could be a really, really stupid news story that could come out in the next few days that I won't be able to cover because I would have already have covered the stupid news of this current month. So that's why I always do the stupid news of the previous month and not the month we are currently in when I do these videos. With that explanation out of the way, let's begin. Pennsylvania State Rep Daryl Metcalf implies Florida students are actors. Pennsylvania State Rep Daryl Metcalf, known for his firebrand comments, implied on social media that the Florida students who survived a mass shooting and pushed for stronger gun controls at a state rally Wednesday were not really students. In social media posts he made Wednesday, Metcalf R. Butler insinuated that majority Stoneman Douglas High School students who traveled to their state capital to call for gun control were leftist provocators and not really children who escaped a shooting spree that left 17 dead on Valentine's Day. The Tampa Bay Times reported that an aide to Florida Republican State Rep Sean Harrison was fired Tuesday for an email to a reporter there in which he alleged that two Parkland students who advocated for gun control and were pictured in the newspaper were just planned. Both kids in the picture are not students but actors that travel to various crises when they happen, the email said. This is probably one of the things I hate the most about school shootings. After the shooting takes place, when the students, the teachers, the parents, whatever, are interviewed and spoken to, you get a bunch of these crazy conspiracy nuts fucking crying out, "Oh, they're actors. They're fucking pretending. They were sent by the government. This whole shooting, it was a fucking hoax made by the government to take away our guns." It's just so fucking out of the stretch that these students who survived a fucking school shooting would want more gun laws, more restrictions put on guns. Again, these students fucking survived a school shooting. Would it really exactly be out of the stretch for them to advocate for this, to advocate for more gun laws in this country? Because, again, they survived a fucking school shooting. It resonates with me, but for some reason it doesn't resonate with a lot of these people. And this is another thing I also fucking hate, about the people who say, all these school shootings are a hoax. They didn't happen. They were just they were just made up by the government just to take away our guns. That's also fucking retarded and also disgusting, because a lot of the conspiracy nuts track down these parents, these students, or whatever. Like when the Sandy Hook thing happened, a lot of the parents who lost their children and were spoken to were fucking harassed by a lot of these conspiracy nuts, being labeled as actors and being called every name under the sun. And fuck, I can't even imagine all the fucking pain they were fucking dealing with when they lost their children in a horrible, horrible school shooting. And now on top of all that, they have to fucking deal with a bunch of retards on the internet fucking calling them every name under the sun, calling them actors, and, fucking saying, "I ought to shoot you," or stupid shit like that. It's fucking disgusting. Let these families grieve. Leave these fucking people alone. Is it so out of the stretch in a country like this where guns are so readily available that a mass shooting would happen? Is it really that fucking weird to you? Because it perfectly clicks with me. There are a lot of fucking lunatics out there. They could easily get a gun and shoot a bunch of innocent civilians and potentially kill them. But I guess mental illness doesn't exist in your world. I guess, no one is crazy. Everyone is perfectly fine, and the government is... all these shootings, every shooting in history, every school shooting in history, every mass shooting in history, in American history, are just fucking fake and are just made up by the government just to take away our guns. Fucking morons. Gay teacher fired after posting her wedding photos online. Outraged parents at a Miami Catholic school are protesting after they say a popular first-grade teacher was fired because she is gay. Jocelyn Morphy recently posted photos and videos of her wedding on social media. Then, on Thursday, the 7-year veteran teacher was abruptly fired by the school's principal. A group of furious parents say Morphy is a role model for their children. The school says Morphy broke the terms of her contract. It says her decision to fire her was difficult but necessary. Parents say they've had meetings with the principal and the priest, like that's gonna fucking get them anywhere, about the teacher's firing, but they haven't received a good explanation. Morphy's attorney says the teacher's considering legal action. Yes, this is one of the pictures she posted on social media of her wedding. There is her on the screen, not the blonde, the brunette. So, anyways, let's look at the facts here. Okay, she was a teacher that was pretty much unanimously liked by students, unanimously liked by parents, and no prior incident with the staff. Nothing really bad happened behind the scenes, at least what the article is saying. So, coincidentally, after she posts these pictures showing that she's marrying another female, oh, she gets fired. And I'm more inclined to believe this because she worked at a fucking Catholic school, and religious people, a lot of Christians, a lot of Catholics, they fucking worship a book that fucking condones homophobia, basically. Stone all the gays, they're all fucking bad, and you should be afraid of them. You should fucking hate them. Pretty much a book that teaches hate against these people. And, since they worship a book like that, obviously a lot of homophobes identify as Christian and Catholic. And this also applies to a lot of other religions, too. Don't think I'm just putting Christianity and Catholicism on blast here, because I'm not. But, of course, right now we're just focusing on the Catholic religion because she worked at a Catholic school. Anyways, so naturally you're going to get a lot of these homophobes, and I guess a staff member was friends with her on Facebook or some shit, or followed her Instagram, whatever the fuck she posted this on, and they're like, oh, she's a lesbian. Oh, that's not good. Let's fucking fire her right away when she comes back. Again, she had no fucking. There were no fucking issues between the students, no fucking issues between the parents and her. So why the fuck is she fired? Just coincidentally after she posts her pictures of her wedding. I mean, come on. You gotta. I'm sure you all see where I'm coming from, right? It's a Catholic school. She posts pictures of her wedding, showing showing herself marrying another woman, and then she's fired. And before all this, nothing fucking happened between her and the students, or her and the parents, or her and the staff. Oh, they gave also the parents want to know why the fuck she was fired, and the school couldn't even give a solid reason. They said, "Oh, she violated her contract." Okay, and they were like, "Okay, what the fuck did she do? Did she do anything to the students or anything?" And they couldn't really give an answer. So what the fuck else did they fire her for? I mean, come on. And also, like I should have said this before, but special thanks to the Archfiend for sharing the story. He posted this on his Twitter and talked about it, and he brought up a good point, which I do want to discuss here for a little bit. What the fuck did she really expect anyway? I mean, she was a lesbian working at a fucking Catholic school. Again, a religion that worships a book that condones homophobia. A man with a man, a woman with a woman. That shit is disgusting. The Bible says that shit is disgusting, and they need to be stoned to death. So what the fuck did she expect? I'm sorry if you're gay, bisexual, or lesbian, whatever the fuck you are, and you're religious, especially if you partake in Christianity or Catholicism, I'm sorry, yourself and your religion just does not compute, because the book you worship, the book the book you supposedly believe in, fucking hates you and wants you fucking dead and thinks you're worth nothing just because of your sexual preference, just because you prefer to be with another man, or just because you prefer being with another woman. I'm sorry, I don't get these fucking gay people or bisexual people or anything else that are religious. I mean, I know they like to cherry pick or fucking twist things to suit their own beliefs, but I'm sorry. Pretty much the Bible teaches hatred against these people. It's literally in the fucking Bible. I mean, as much as you want to twist it, as much as you want to, change the facts around and say like, oh, God doesn't hate gay people. It fucking says it in the Bible. I'm so fucking tired of these cherry pickers that take only the good things out of the Bible and completely ignore the bad things, and or just twist things around, trying to make things seem better, or just pretend something doesn't exist in the Bible just to suit their own personal beliefs. I'm sorry, like. Your fucking religion wants you to take this shit at face value. Your fucking religion wants you to fucking believe everything that's spewed in the Bible. It doesn't want you cherry picking. It doesn't want you pretending certain things doesn't exist. It wants you to fucking believe everything. So if I were this woman, I wouldn't even bother trying to get my job back. If they're gonna fucking discriminate against me, if they're gonna fucking fire me because because I chose to fucking be with another woman while I'm a woman myself, I wouldn't want jack shit to do with that place. Like fuck that place. Fuck all the homophobic staff members there who wanted me fucking gone just because I posted pictures on my social media of me marrying another woman. I mean, fuck them. Don't fucking bother going back there, lady, whoever the fuck you are. Just don't bother. Also, I bet a lot of pussy grinding went down the night after this wedding. Yeah, I'm weird. Robber shot himself while pistol whipping victim, cops say. Four South Jersey residents plotted to rob an acquaintance Tuesday night, but it all went wrong when one of the suspected bandits shot himself, authorities said. Police responded to a parking garage on Cooper Street in Woodbury shortly after 8:30 p.m. for a report of a shooting. Officers learned that one of the robbers allegedly struck the 20-year-old victim in the head with a gun, the weapon discharged, striking the assailant in the hand, police said. The four fled the scene as police arrived, but were quickly apprehended. Following a motor vehicle stop not far from the scene, the gun allegedly used in the assault was found in the car. The robbery victim and the robber were taken to hospitals for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries, unfortunately, police said. Ladies and gentlemen, that was easily the worst robber ever, and quite possibly the worst robbery ever. I don't really have much to say other than this. You got your just desserts, asshole. I mean, it's just so fucking hilarious. The guy accidentally fucking shoots himself in the hand, and the whole thing just goes south, you know. This robbery just completely went wrong. Everything that could have went wrong just fucking went wrong with this robbery. Unfortunately, it wasn't a life-threatening injury like the article said, and you know what? If only it was. I mean, it would have been fucking hilarious if it was. I don't believe in karma, but I do think the guy got exactly what the fuck he deserved. Getting shot in the hand by accident. Hopefully this means he'll never rob again, but you know what? Once a robber, always a robber, more than likely, with most of these people. But again, I just can't fucking get over it. How fucking stupid this guy is. How wrong this robbery fucking went. It's just so fucking amazing. You know, if only it was a life-threatening injury, like I said. If only this was like, if only he accidentally shot himself in the head. Now, that might sound harsh to some of you, but think of it this way. That would mean there would be one less piece of shit criminal in this world. And trust me, I would love if that fucking happened. Woman hides drugs and Valentine's Day card in her poop in police car. Yeah, this one is pretty disgusting. So if you're eating food and you can't handle this shit, I suggest putting the food down and just stop eating whatever you're eating. Or if you're just sensitive to this shit, don't like hearing about shit, then I suggest just clicking off now. But whatever, fair warning. Viewer discretion is advised, I guess. She didn't think they'd look there. A Corsicana, Texas woman was arrested for shoplifting, but the story doesn't stop there. Shannon Shunta, 32, was apprehended outside a grocery store and put up a fight, but officers were able to place her under arrest and put her in the police cruiser. She then decided she needed to do something with the drugs she had on her. Her idea? Poop in the police car and hide the stuff in there. Ugh. During the transport, the suspect intentionally defecated in her pants and then concealed 2.3 grams of crack cocaine, a crack pipe, and one Valentine's Day card in the defecation, according to the police report. Oh, the very thought of touching your own shit. Seems like it would require a lot of poop to cover a Valentine's Day card. Just saying. Indeed. The department issued a warning to potential drug users, saying, "This is scientific proof that drugs will fry your brain, folks." And there you have it. Alright, I'm sorry for the dumbass autistic emoji shit, shit, whatever, on the screen here. Again, I apologize, but I'd say this is a lot better than having actual shit on the screen, so whatever, deal with it. I guess this is proof that drugs fry your brain, folks. I mean, holy shit. Fucking defecating your pants, taking your shit, and shoving crack into your shit and a Valentine's Day card. I like to know how the fuck she was able to fit a Valentine's Day card in her own fucking feces. She must have She must have shot out a huge fucking turd. Ugh. I also fucking feel bad for the officers that had to fucking search that shit. Literal shit, too. And had to fucking, like, search it and fucking find the crack in there and fucking find... Ugh. Ugh. Whoever had to fucking search that deserves a fucking raise. Deserves a very big fucking raise. Holy shit. Literally, too. Whatever. They deserve a huge fucking raise. Because they're definitely a very brave soul. They're gonna fucking search her literal shit and find crack and a very, very dirty Valentine's Day card in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like throwing up. Smoke bomb forces skunks out and leads to Ferndale house fire. A Ferndale man who used a smoke bomb to try to rid his crawl space of skunks succeeded, but also nearly burned down his house. Firefighters were called at 10:30 a.m. Monday to a home on the 300 block of West Webster after the renter who lived there used a smoke bomb in his crawl space to get rid of the skunks that lived there. When they arrived, flames were already in the crawl space and on the first floor. The man told fire authorities that he waited 15 minutes after the fire started before calling 911. God damn, imagine being so fucking desperate to get rid of skunks that you fucking put in a smoke bomb in a crawl space and fucking detonate it and think, everything's gonna be okay, think nothing is gonna catch on fire, think your house isn't gonna catch on fire or any of that shit. Well, look what the fuck happened. But, the fact that he put a smoke bomb in there trying to get rid of skunks, that part doesn't really get to me the most. The part that does get to me the most is the last part I read from the article. The fact that he waited 15 minutes after the fire started before he called authorities, before he called 911. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck do you expect? You fucking waited 15 minutes after the fire started, after it spread outside of the crawl space, after it spread to the fucking first floor, and probably destroyed a bunch of your shit that you kept in the first floor. After all that happened, then you call fucking authorities, then you fucking call 911? What a fucking idiot, holy shit. And, again, what the fuck did the guy expect? Did he expect the fire to just stop itself? Did he just expect the fire to get bored and just fucking, I don't know, just stop? What the fuck? I don't really have much else to say except for this. This guy is a fucking retard. Welp, that's all the stupid news that occurred in February of 2018 that I wanted to share with you in this edition of Stupid News. Now, if you have a stupid news story that you want to share with me and potentially have featured in this video series, then I advise you join my Discord server if you haven't already. I have a channel completely dedicated to stupid news stories, and I contribute there from time to time, not all that regularly, but still from time to time. And other people do contribute there too, so it's not like a dead channel or anything. People do contribute to it, so you might potentially get a news story that you share on there featured. Or if you don't want to join my Discord server, you can tweet at me a stupid news story if you want. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get your news story featured in one of these videos. Your best bet is Discord, though, because I'm way more active on there than I am on Twitter, and way more responsive on there than I am on Twitter, but still Twitter is, of course, an option always. But with that all being said, that's all the stupid news I had to report on today. Bye-bye.